of togetherness, a time of family fellowship, a time of thunder. Tuesday night, TBS presents a live Clash of the Champions spectacular. Witness Sting, Flair, Luger, and a caged Black Scorpion. 11 main courses in all. There's a storm on the horizon. Thanksgiving Thunder, live at 8:05 Eastern on TBS.
Well, Jim, there's a thing in podcasts where people will say the subject matter is so bad that it actually ends up good. And I think this might just fall into that category.
Okay, I understand the idea of like the movie The Room is so bad it's good. Like I get that, but I don't even think this is so bad it's good. It's just like so bad.
Oh.
Like I hope we can squeeze some blood from the stone, but it is. And I think, okay, positives. We only had to do about 3 weeks of watching.
Thank God.
So that was a big positive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I basically kind of have 3 stories that happened during this phase.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on.
We have Arn and Rick
Mm-hmm.
wanting a return tag match against Doom.
Yep.
They offer Teddy $50K, $100K, $250K for a chance at a rematch.
Yep.
Teddy says, no, I also want your Rolls-Royce limo and your 80-foot yacht, which I think changes size a few times during the debates.
Yeah.
So that's the first big story. And there's a box, and Teddy got a gift, and Teddy doesn't want to open it. And then all of a sudden, right at the end of the show, Teddy wants to open it, but we've run out of time. We'll have to check it next week. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what's in this box. It's probably be so amazing.
Yeah.
And guys, spoiler, it's a chauffeur uniform. And apparently that is the greatest insult that you can pay to another human being.
Well, I think really what it is it's the biggest insult that you can throw at a black gentleman back in 1990, my friend, because I think Driving Miss Daisy is very fresh in everyone's mind.
I think that's like 89, maybe. Yeah, okay. I mean, listen. If you're telling me I have to drive a limo for a day, or win $500K, an 80-foot yacht, and a Rolls Royce, I don't think those two things balance out on the karmic scale of douchebaggery.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And I would also just like to do a quick point out that the Steiner brothers just face whoever at a Clash. So it's kind of sad that Rick and Arn are working so hard for this rematch when the Steiners literally show up to Clash and go, we don't know who we're fighting today, just bring them out.
Yeah.
But it's like the last 2 or 3 Clashes have been like that.
And it's unbelievable. And then of course, later they go into the seeding of the tag tournament and somehow they're given the number 1 and you're thinking, but you don't act like it. These guys just fucking are the scrub of scrubs. They just kill scrubs constantly. I don't know what they think, it's
there's no bathroom incidents this time, which was unfortunate. I was really hoping for another bathroom return, but we didn't get that. A second big story is the one that we're so enthralled with, Sting and Black Scorpion. And this back and forth. I mean, it's just riveting television.
It is jumping the shark to a T.
At Clash, we'll get there. It's just, I mean, Black Scorpion is just a fun. It's just David Copperfield as a wrestler.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's Lance Burton as a wrestler. It's Siegfried without Roy. That's all he is.
Yeah.
And then I would say the last story is that Motor City Madman Big Cat want to beat up on Lex. He doesn't have a title anymore, but they really want to beat up on Lex. And Stan Hansen takes the U.S. title. And it's just like, peace, boys. I ain't going to be here.
He went to Japan with that fucking U.S. title.
So for this Clash of the Champions, we like to make fun of Tony's Battle of the Belts. But this Clash of the Champions does not have any single titles defended.
No. Not at all. And it's a special...
And the World Tag Team also doesn't get defended. So only 1 title defense out of 5 at the Clash of the Champions. Nice job, guys.
I'll say right now, a lot of the memes that I've seen from early WCW shit is from this single show. honestly. I didn't realize a lot of the things that I attributed to really shitty early 90s WCW happened all in this show, basically. A lot of it. A whole lot of it.
This show is Crockett to Chaos, and I think this might be our last episode. Because I think we've reached I think we've reached the chaos. We have to rebrand for the next episode because
no.
It's just so bad. Okay. Wait. So we covered Motor City Madman joins us, and he's a very distinct character and very frightening, right? Big Cat joins us. We also get there was somebody else I just saw their name. Another, quirky white guy, Night Stalker with Ox Baker. That's the other guy we get, the Night Stalker with Ox Baker. These three hit with a thud. It's like you just show up and you get put like against all the big guys. It's just so funny with WCW. Like, you just show up, you get title matches, you get against the biggest stars. It's great. Sign with WCW, people.
Sign with WCW, and fucking hey, you'll immediately get pushed if you're on steroids. Apparently, unbelievable.
It's so wild, man. Like the Master Blasters are the ones who get Magnum Force gets the title shot. It's just so
huge.
It's just crazy, man. I don't know. But
it's oh God, what a mess. The only thing I will say match-wise, well, two things, although one of them didn't even really get to a finish, that happened on TV match-wise was both of them were Sting matches. The first one was him against Bobby Eaton. Great match. Gets ruined by the Black Scorpion over the PA.
Sting.
We didn't need that at all.
Pay attention, Sting.
Oh, my God. The same exact thing in the Buddy Landell Sting match right before this show that I was like, oh, my God, Buddy Landell's back. He gets fucking, what is the Stinger splashed. 1, 2, 3, and then the Black Scorpion shows up. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, and in that Sting Bobby match, Sting loses by disqualification because he backdrops Bobby over the top.
Oh, right. He loses his cool.
Yeah, he loses his cool because he hears a Sting. Pay attention, Sting. And then, oh gosh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention there, but I already forgot it. But yeah, just god awful, man. Everything that kind of gets introduced during this, you're just like, it's not going to be here 3 months from now.
No.
Like, I just have a feeling, I could be wrong, like we get to January and if they're all here, but I get a feeling that none of these guys are going to be here 3 months from now.
Not at all. And if they are, they will be 100% job guys, just like Terry Taylor already is.
I know what I was going to ask you. How excited did you get to see when you saw that there was a match of Sid versus, I believe, was Scott Steiner?
That was awesome.
Did you?
No, it was Sid and Rick Steiner.
Sid and Rick Steiner. Yeah, and it lasted like 3 minutes with disqualification.
It was terrible.
Is that the one? Yeah.
It was god awful.
Like
9 run-ins.
You see it. You get it. And I'm like, ooh, Rick or Sid? I can get down with this. And then you see the length of the match. And you're like, okay, it's kind of short. And then, Nasty Boys show up after like 30 seconds and interrupt the match. Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And
always giving the fans what they want.
The other thing is like it's a main event show. So you're already like, I'll skip main event. They make a point to put it over. And you're like, I might, and if I'm thinking in 90, right? Like, hey, Sunday, I got nothing going on. You give me something good for main event, I'm probably going to watch it. And then you saw that turd that went like 3 minutes. So that's
yeah. I mean, like the weekly, it's not a lot, and it's so much replaying of like what happened at Halloween Havoc, and they're still showing us that like 3 weeks later, and it's just like that's like half the show. Okay, guys, so really nothing happened.
Nothing
in
happened.
The in between, and then they just kind of put this card together and say, hey, it's Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah,
have at it.
I mean, we couldn't even make 10 minutes out of this content. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into the actual show.
I mean, and as a note, there's 9 matches on the show, 10 matches on the show. Wait, 11 matches on the show.
Yeah. Some of them
11 matches on the show. Only 2 go over 5 minutes. Only 2 qualify for a ranking on Cage Match.
Fucking horrible.
And one of those is 5 minutes and 52 seconds. So only 1 match goes over 6 minutes out of 11.
It's a lot of garbage. And of course, if there's going to be a lot of garbage, Why not throw that garbage in Jacksonville? I love how this show had to be in Jacksonville. Just fucking keep giving us the boot. This is far before the AEW days when Jacksonville became like the wrestling capital of the fucking planet during the pandemic. This is, I mean, Jacksonville one time was the Florida Territory's like one of their A cities. And now they are an afterthought WCW market. You can see it in the crowd. There's like nobody fucking there. You look up top and it's like, whoa, okay, well, I know what the seats look like. And of course, we start strong. Actually, we do kind of start strong with Freebirds and Bobby Eaton coming out. This is like a week or two after Cornette and Stan Lane said, cool, Ole, go fuck yourself. They're gone. They are regrouping at this point, trying to launch what will become Smoky Mountain Wrestling. They haven't met Rick Rubin yet to get that finance. That doesn't come till 91. I want to say November. Either way, they're doing indies, and I sent you the link, and you even said, you were like, I didn't know what that was. Cornette is, though, doing a cool little deal where on indies, back in the day, regardless of even if you worked with WWF, you could book their talent if you went through the office. You just call up headquarters, and they would legitimately lend you some talent. So I can't figure out. I'm going to look on Cage Match later and see what promotion this was. There was some fucking indie that happens in the middle of this watch. And one of the matches is so fucking awesome. It's Cactus Jack and Terry Funk tag teaming against Stan Lane and Eddie Gilbert with Bobby Eaton and Cornette at ringside. It fucking was pretty great. I mean, I didn't watch all of it yet.
It's better than anything we watched from the weekly shows.
It's so good. Like Stan Lane and Memphis in 81 work rate. You're like, oh, damn, you actually know how to wrestle. So that happened. And now Bobby's on his own. And this is obviously, Dangerous Alliance. He's not with Arn yet. He's just sort of in fucking limbo. I want to say maybe he gets the TV title. He does a little thing with Arn coming up, which I'm very excited about. I think that's 91, like early 91. But either way, he's in limbo, and they're thinking this is going to be a trios match because it's going to be El Gigante and the Southern Boys. They ship Gigante out, big pop locally for me, went to Jacksonville International, Delta Terminal, put him in a box for Argentina, baby.
And taped it up and wrote Argentina.
Oh, so good. I have been in that Delta fucking terminal, by the way. It's fucking miserable. Nowhere worse on earth than maybe Chicago O'Hare.
So apparently the story is, though, because I did listen to the What Happened When this morning at 2x speed. El Gigante actually missed his plane.
Nice. So he came late.
And must have arrived late to the show. And it's not because when he showed up later, I'm like, what was it before? But Tony said he missed his plane. So that's why the match had to be changed from a trios where it was going to be Bobby and Gigante added on and just become Southern Boys versus Freebirds, which we have seen approximately 512 times.
Yeah, and it was the same match we've seen 500 times. It wasn't bad, but it was the same match. Freebirds, fuck them to win. Let's be real, though. It was a better match than what we were going to get. So the card is thankful that Gigante missed his
Listen, we've had El Gigante promoted for at least 2 events now. Yeah. And he has had exactly 0 wrestling holds in these 2 events. Like, 0. I just want to see him punch somebody, maybe a body slam. Can I get a body slam out of you? Like, I can do a body slam. Come on, it can't be that hard.
Or just like stare at Sid. That'd be kind of sweet. You know what I mean? I just
we'll take that. Times. But yeah, still, we have not seen him do jack shit. But he's ranked 7th, I think, for tag team.
Yeah. Oh, I have that coming up. Oh my God. Yeah. So Tony's in the Eagle's nest. I said, apparently this is his new home. You know, he came back at the wrong absolute time. JR's taken over all broadcast duties.
And he still hasn't attempted to grow his mustache back.
Oh, like, he's so Tony. Impressed. Did he say in that episode that you listened to about him crying in his foyer yet? That's my favorite Tony.
I may have fast forwarded. I ended up fast forwarding through a lot because he bullshit a whole bunch. And I'm like, so I definitely missed some stuff, but I was just trying to get to the match stuff.
Famous story.
I don't need to hear Tony Schiavone rapping. I'm okay, guys.
Yeah, he comes back. It's around this time, I guess. Honestly, probably right around this time. And he said, I'm not going to lie to you. My wife catches me in the foyer. I'm just crying my eyes out. I made a mistake. And she went, well, you better fucking figure it out because we bought a house and I'm not moving and I don't want to live in the North again. And he's like, oh my God, I left WWF. I'm an idiot. What did I do? And it's like, well, I mean, but honestly, what were you doing in WWF, brother? You know, that's that weird time.
Well, wait. Well, okay, Mister from Crockett to Chaos. Maybe there's a reason why he was in WWF, because shit was crazy in WCW, and he saw an olive branch. And then, but you find out the grass isn't greener. You come back and you lose your mustache, and that's just facts of life, guys.
I mean, you just showed up to New York City. You're like, oh my God, my new boss is a sex pest. How do I get out of here?
We don't do mustaches in Connecticut.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to shave that.
A little too rhinestone cowboy for us, Tony. Anyway, so he's here. He's mustachioless, and he's with Sting with a really cool jacket. I'm so jealous that Sting had that jacket. I'm like, dude, I guarantee you no one owns that at all anymore. He's like fired up and really like positive here. For his life being in shambles and having a stalker that is unknown to anyone on planet Earth. He's good, actually.
He doesn't have a match.
Yeah.
So he's just like super excited for a magic show later. It's basically what it is. He's just excited for magic.
He's a 2-year-old that has never seen magic till literally tonight, and we will get to that later. He literally acts like he's never seen an illusion in his life. And of course, right at the fucking zenith of him just being fired up, the distorted Ole voice has to crash everyone down. And man, Jacksonville really takes it so serious. Because you hear giggles from children at one point, like literally. They're just like, ah, this is great.
And it's so weird, like whenever he interrupts, like they seem so confused. It's like, guys, he does this every fucking week. Why are you confused when the sound changes? Or like, this is just what happens.
Watch the product, brother.
You're like cats. Like you forget what happened 5 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah.
Next match we get is my favorite, the King. Oh wait, so actually no, Flying Brian. I don't have any. I have nothing written down for Flying Brian.
Really,
Buddy Landau. Okay. Well, it's the second highest ranked match because it's the only one went over 5 minutes besides the main.
I looked at this match and I went, man, both these guys deserved better. You know, like Buddy was like, I don't know, he was like on the cusp of being a guy that they could use. I don't remember what fucking happens later. Oh, right. Dusty comes in, and Dusty didn't like him from back in the day when he fucking no-showed him. So that sucks for Buddy. Because honestly, I think he's getting a little bit of momentum here. I feel like in 91, had things sort of like kept well for him, he might have ended up like a decent mid-card guy. And Flying Brian, we've talked about it 100 times. He is literally, no pun intended, kind of in just like a holding pattern. They don't know what to do. They're like, well, do we keep the tag with Z-Man or not? It's so weird, man. They know he's talented, but they don't know what to do with him.
I think my issue with this match, too, is I feel like we've seen this one a couple of times already, haven't we? Yeah. So tell me, it's just always matching. Like, I have nothing new to write about Buddy Landau versus Flying Brian that I haven't said for the last 3 times. You know, it's what it is. But you're correct. It's like a very passable match. I mean, for this card, it might be top 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just there's not much to pickings are slim.
Very. Hey, I have one thing to say before we talk about the next match, and I caught it, and it was amazing. Do you know what their pool was for the hotline on this night? Guys, call the hotline. You can talk to Lex Luger. Don't you want to talk to Lex Luger? Really, he's sad over here. They literally had a little graphic on one of the interstitials where it literally says, call the hotline, talk to Lex Luger. And I'm like, whoa. Just right to the point.
Wait. I just want to double check real quick. Mm-hmm. Is this the same Lex Luger who at Halloween Havoc needed to really concentrate on the match and was shooing Tony away, but now he's just doing hotline calls during the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check that real fast. Okay, cool. To make sure. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks.
He became further babyface, so now he really appreciates the fans.
Lex has zero character consistency.
No, it's just whatever Jim Herd called him and told him during the week.
He's like, I love Ford. I love Chevy. I don't know what the fuck I love anymore.
I have a mullet. I cut it. Now I have some extensions. Talk about somebody taking Jim Herd and just running with it. Brad Armstrong with this fucking Candyman gimmick. I know you're a huge fan. He is thrown to the wolves here, or well, fucking the big cat in this instance. And you know what? It happened. There's a football reference on commentary, but it's not JR. Paul Heyman made a point to say that the big cat was the best defensive tackle in the history of Kansas State. Now, let me tell you, as somebody that grew up around there, that is not as impressive as it sounds, okay? They sucked
not in 1990
ass at football back in the day. They were not good, not worth anything for you to say. And I'm sure that somebody is gonna fucking like fact check the fuck out of me on this, right? They're gonna be like, I was there back then in 90 whenever, and I'm gonna fucking tell you, Mr. Hughes was the shit. And I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at the Kansas State rankings, but
it's Kansas State.
I mean, it's cute, like Big Cat because he played for the Wildcats. Okay, physically, I mean, he looks pretty cool, but I'm definitely not a fan of Big Cat.
No,
Mr. Hughes I like, but Big Cat I was kind of iffy on. But yeah, Big Cat versus the Candyman, it's pretty decent ass beating. Big Cat puts Brad Armstrong in a torture rack, and the referee calls for the bell, and JR is vehement. The Candyman did not tap.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He won't. He does not tap. And I was like, okay, JR, if the ref didn't do anything, was he just going to have his back broken in half? Like, I don't know. He's so, no, Brad Armstrong will never quit, ever. Well, okay, but his spine will be broken and his vocal cords will be fried, and therefore he can't quit.
His daddy's the Bullet Bob. He ain't going to quit.
JR was like, he was pissed. He was pissed when Paulie said Brad quit. He was angry.
And Paulie is
How
just
dare
like,
you?
What do you want me to tell you, JR? It happened.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
it happened, bro.
Fuck, you got me, man. We went from a barn burner match to a really unbelievable promo by the legend Dick the Bruiser. And my favorite about this is he's wearing a Popeye shirt. You can just tell. They're not really emphasizing it. You will see it in full effect, by the way, at Starrcade. It is phenomenal. His referee job at Starrcade 90, let me tell you guys, worth the price of admission. Trust me. But he's got a forehead that looks like a road map, and he's just rambling on like old Ole.
Did they even like say who he was, or was it like the thing they did with Thunderbolt Perkins or whatever, where like the person just shows up like, hey, here's an old person.
Yes,
we'll assume you know who they are and you care. It's like Mr. X, whatever Thunderbolt Patterson, this guy. It's like, what the fuck? You never got Dick Cavett next? Like it's like just everything from the '60s or whatever. Jesus.
Let me tell you, Pally, we're gonna be in the kale. I was like, oh no, man. I don't think that shtick worked in 70. God, I could smell the mothballs when he was talking. I'll put it that way. We go from that to one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen. And I don't mean that in a good way. We have the debut in WCW of one Brian Lee, Jacksonville native, against Z-Man. Now, some of you in our little super secret Discord will be aware that I actually am friendly with Mr. Brian Lee. He lives around where I live. I see him a lot. And I have talked to him before about, little things in his career. Let me tell you what he's never talked about. And I found out here why. This fucking match was Z-Man, because this is the match, if you have ever seen the famous GIF from WCW of Z-Man doing a crossbody to air. That is this match. And I had no idea. So I'm watching the match. And I'm like, it's not awful. And I'm like, fuck, Brian Lee can move for a big guy. He takes an arm drag, by the way, in this match. Brian Lee does. He gets such fucking height on it. I'm like, damn. Brian Lee had some hops back in the day. And then, like maybe immediately after the arm drag, Z-Man jumps to the second rope and does a no-look crossbody that, I'll be honest, technically looked fantastic. I was like, wow, great extension. Except He was about a good 4 feet away from Brian Lee, and Brian Lee is green here, folks. He's not been in the business long. This was supposed to be Zeman, like, carrying him and having a fucking job match. So Brian Lee immediately has to call the match. You see it. He's like, put me in a headlock. What are we doing? And then it gets on track a little bit. It ends up being whatever. This is fucking terrible. I can't understand how this ever occurred. And I'm sorry, Jacksonville, that you had to witness it.
Yeah, it's just like this match. Is it anything that wouldn't be on Saturday night?
No.
Or Power Hour? It's just,
yeah.
I don't know. You don't. Sorry, man. You don't belong here, buddy.
You don't. And Brian Lee, not long for this WCW World, he, I think, ends up going to fucking. I really don't know where he goes. I think he kind of hits a little holding pattern himself until Smoky Mountain really amps up, and he's like the first fucking top guy at Smoky Mountain. So that's kind of neat. Either way, Zeman sucks. Sorry, guys. Any Tom Zink fans out there, I think he's fucking horrifyingly bad. So we're going to go ahead and move on from that. And next, we have another great promo by not Mike Rotunda, the newly monikered Michael Wall Street, along with the new, we see the wrestling debut, not just WCW, of Alexandra York, a.k.a. Terry Runnels. Well, who will be Terry Runnels. And, you know, she really is, people say, like, she was a natural on camera. Knowing that she had never done anything in her fucking life, she was like a makeup artist. She's not terrible. She doesn't look as much as like Lost in the Woods as you would expect. This is the
I think for as silly as that character is as well, yeah. Where it's like, oh, we've done all these calculations on the matches, like for just the silliness of the gimmick, yeah. She carries it off. She makes it seem serious. Okay, and here the idea is, so last week he was Mike Rotunda.
Yeah.
This week he's Michael Wall Street. And the idea is he got an inheritance.
Yep.
Did I catch that or am I making that up?
Yeah, he came into money.
Okay. He came into money, so now he's Michael. After a week, he's now a professional. He's Michael Wall Street. He knows how the market works, baby.
Exactly.
And yeah, I don't know, but you know what? I'm happy. Mike Rotunda has a character now. He has a character now. It's stupid, but let's just roll with it. You know, the idea of I'm carefully analyzing the Star Blazers' previous 8 matches to figure out the algorithms and predictive texting of how this match is going to unfold. And it's just funny because Michael moves out of the way at one point. I keep forgetting. Star Blazer runs. Michael moves out of the way. And Star Blazer jumps out of the ring. And Jarrett's like, "Oh, that's the analytics right there."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, guys, you're killing me." Like just thinking about like what a computer was possible of in 1990.
It's laughable.
And thinking that it's creating all these scenarios for Michael Wall Street to be able to figure out oh, when a guy goes for a clothesline, I need to duck. But yeah, Alexandra York, you're pretty. I like you.
Yeah, it's a cool look. You know what I mean? It's very like 90s douche look. It reminds me very much of National Lampoon's The Christmas. You know what I mean? Vacation.
Yeah, the yuppie, the yuppie neighbors who
they're yuppie.
No. Me and Dina, we're like, we are those people.
That's awesome.
Because we don't have the kids. Because when you're a grown up, you watch that movie and you go, you know what? It would be annoying as fuck living next door to Clark W. Griswold. Yeah. And like as an adult, you see that horror. And I feel that. So we are Todd and Margot. We have the sweaters. We wear them at Christmas. We don't care.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I ain't fronting on nothing there. But it is nice that Mike has a character.
Yeah.
He gets to ham it up a little bit. I'm just glad he has kind of something to do and something to latch onto here because he really has just been floating in space since the Varsity Club. I mean, he was with Tim Horner in a tag team. So give him Mikey Wall Street. Oh, one thing I did find out was Alexandra York is so covered up because they were owned by a TV station and WWE was doing skimpy clothing because it was a wrestling company owned by Vince. So the reason why she didn't show as much skin was because they were owned by TBS.
Yep.
I learned that from the pod today. That's all I'm saying.
And I mean, that never changed if you think about it. Well, I guess in a little bit there in 2000, they pushed the envelope, but that was really Russo doing that on his own. He wasn't like supposed to be doing that. TBS always was weird about shit like that because it's corporate. And that's the thing, you know, this is the early days of corporate wrestling, which, I mean, did we really need her tits to be out? No. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, you know what? I would appreciate. I had to see Norman in his fucking onesie. I mean, give me some cleavage. I could accept some cleavage in my life, please. Yeah, but we got Star Blazer versus Michael Wall Street. I read that. It's a kind of a weird change, but okay, I'm rolling with it. We got to accept that Norman's now a truck driver. Michael Wall Street is now a millionaire. And I just asked, what info would they possibly have on Star Blazer to be able to calculate anything? And this is actually the last Star Blazer month.
Whoa.
Who is Tim Horner?
Yeah, and well, he's another one that ends up in Smoky Mountain a year later. I have the top 10s because that's the next segment.
Oh, hit me.
All right.
Get it, bro. Get it.
We start with the tag top 10. And there are tag teams here I don't think we've ever seen. So
correct, absolutely. Why not?
Number 10, you just mentioned him, Norman and the Juicer. I mean, classic tag team. We remember those.
We've seen them weekly. We've seen them weekly at this point.
Big Cat and Motor City Madman are 9. All those matches.
No, I remember. Remember when they took on the Nasty Boys? Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
8 is Tim Horner and the Candyman. Great.
My faves.
Number 7, my personal favorite, the Master Blasters. You know.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
They've been killing everybody. Number 6, the Southern Boys. I like how they went down even though they're actually used. I love that. That doesn't make any sense at all. 5, we're in the top 5 here. Ricky Morton and Tommy Rich. All right, let's go.
They beat Midnight's last time, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
Got it.
Number 4, Fabulous Freebirds. All right. 3, Nasty Boys. That actually makes sense. 2, Flair and Arn. Okay. And number 1, of course, the Steiners, because they're the U.S. champions. Now, the fucking men's one is mental disorder.
And one thing I want to mention there is SST is gone. So is SST gone?
I think they're gone.
Okay. If they're not in the top 10 and Big Cat and Motor City Madman are, I'm going to assume they're
yeah, not. I mean, there's no way. Number 10, Beautiful Bobby, of course. 9.
Beat the champ.
Yeah.
Beat the world champ.
Just beat the world champion. 9, Z-Man. All right. Number 8, Michael Wall Street already. Hey.
Nice.
It worked. He paid it
nice.
off. Number 7,
he just won that match.
Yeah. Number 7 is Flying Brian. 6 is Terry Taylor. I think I've seen 2 matches of him on TV since he came back. I don't think I've ever seen him win one. 5 is Arn, even though he's the TV champion. All right. 4 is Flair. 3 is Lex. 2 is Sid. 1, of course, is Stan Hansen, which he should forever be the number 1 contender in life. There you go, folks. Top 10.
Can we just get the TV title off Arn?
I think we
yeah. I just it's just he's at 6th. He's 6th in the rankings. Like it's crazy.
Oh man.
Give Flying Brian that title. Let a young guy do something for once.
Well, yeah. I mean, thank God. Like I said, I think Bobby ends up with it at some point, but like I know how it goes down the line. Arn keeps winning it because no one else ever has it because, like, Arn's Arn and everyone else leaves or gets hurt or sucks. Anyway, so top 10's amazing. That's for the fucking AEW fans that bitch. Like, they don't do it anymore. Well, that's why. Because week to week, it's kind of a fucked thing to do. Because it's like, this week, Motor City Madman had a hell of a week. He's number 7 in the world today.
Ooh. Michael Wall Street beat the Star Blazer. He moves up 1 in the rankings.
Yeah, Tim Horner.
Like, they don't fight anybody real. So what does it matter if you're always beating up Southwest Oklahoma State? What does it matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's because we're Arkansas and we need that, buddy. But anyway, speaking of that, International Tag Team Tournament, we have a big announcement there of seeding.
Please be respectful. It's the Pat O'Connor first annual International Tag Team Tournament.
The legendary tag wrestler that was NWA World Champion singles, and I don't think he ever was a tag team. Starrcade. Collision Course, awesome. Actually, the graphics for this were dope. Number 1 seed of the tournament, though, the Steiners, over Doom. Oh, right, Doom are not even in the tournament. They are, well, we'll get to that. They might be defending. Spoilers.
They're busy not going against
the not being a part of the division. Sounds familiar, Hurt Syndicate. Anyway, and then number 2 seed, and I am fucking, I'm sure when you heard this, you were like, he's going to be obsessed. Yes, I am. Mr. Saito, the man that threw the rock through the fucking window at McDonald's back in the day, and the Great Muta from Japan. Holy fuck. Let me tell you, you're going to see a lot of potatoes from Saito to these guys. You're going to see Muta try to just work his ass off. This is going to be wonderful.
And the whole tournament is happening at Starrcade?
Yes, the full tournament, which we will get to with the next match. That was actually a great segue. We are actually so privileged that WCW has set this up here for Jacksonville, very international city, by the way, to be host to the African finals of the tournament. And that is, of course, the... I can't even keep it together. So I'm trying to think of how to even describe this accurately.
It is so the first team is from Johannesburg, South Africa, still in the middle of the apartheid movement and locking up Nelson Mandela. Mm-hmm. And that would be Sergeant Kruger and Colonel de Klerk.
Yes.
Who, like, for my memories, kind of reminds me of Colonel de Beers from AWA back in the day. So they're the white South Africans.
Yeah.
And they get to go against Kahlua. Not like the drink.
No.
And Botswana Beast.
Yeah.
And this is a barn burner.
Did you see, before that, this is important. Did you get the real identities of these individuals? Because I did.
You know what? I did. I kind of already forgot. I know, like, there's somebody's like an important person down the road or whatever,
yes.
But hit me.
All right. So de Klerk is Flyboy Rocco Rock from fucking Public Enemy himself, Ted Petty.
Okay, yes.
Kruger is he was a name in the indie scene. He really kind of never broke out. Ray Apollo was decent, kind of ended up being a trainer guy. Kahlua is Larry Hamilton from the Calgary area. He's actually like kind of a low-key legend from the 80s. And then Botswana Beast is Bill Tabb, who is most known for being kind of a underneath guy in Crockett during the 80s. And here's my thing. Actually, he also most notably had a tour in Japan, I think maybe 1 or 2 in 88, as the Black Assassin for All Japan. I mean, why not? Come on, Baba. Anyway, so I'm fucking psyched for this match when I find this out. And I'm probably the only human that's ever seen this that's going to say what I'm about to say. This match was actually really good. This was a good ass match.
It was decent.
It was awesome.
It had another shitty tag team finish where it was a body slam, a drop kick on a body slam, and the guy gets pinned. Like, it's just so stupid. I did just kind of double check all 4 of these athletes, and 0.0 of them are from Africa. 0.0 of them are not from the East Coast United States. Right. It's like Tampa, Georgia, New Jersey, and like something else. Like, these are this is the African contingent.
Yeah. Well, here's the other 0. There was 0 reaction, but Rocco Rock does a fucking moonsault springboard press at one point. He is like fucking doing every spot we see now, then. And it's so funny to see because, like, people always want to say, like, well, no one worked back then and they were lazy. And it's like, well, this is a prime example of this dude worked his ass off and no one gave a fuck in Jacksonville. You want to know why? Because the fans weren't conditioned to give a fuck about this. They didn't know any of these people. They could tell they were like bullshit gimmicks they weren't committed to. So it was a good enough match in the ring. It just didn't mean anything. And of course the white boys win. Can't believe that.
It's interesting, kind of what you were just saying about how kind of they're going all out. And it's interesting. I feel like we see that more when it's like two lesser known talents. Like if they were going against the Freebirds, they would not have felt that freedom to do their cool shit. And that's kind of, I think, the issue we find here is just like that newer generation that can do cool shit, and the older generation's like, slow down there, Sparky. Mm-hmm. We don't do that around. We don't do flippy stuff around here.
Yeah, well,
we just drop kick on body slams and get pinned. That's what we do.
That's why we got a half house in Jacksonville. Anyway, so you're right though. It's so funny. Well, you know what? Listen, we might have saw a match that kind of stunk. We might have seen a few, but thank God we have a message from who JR said might very well be the greatest promoter of all time. Sam Mushnick from St. Louis. Mind you, Sam Mushnick, I'm not even throwing fucking shade, but let's be real. It's like Paul Bosch, right? They're so great. They had one town. He's the greatest promoter of all time? I don't think St. Louis still runs. Sorry. And he is so wooden here. Here I am, Sam Mushnick here, and we're going to see you at the keel. And I'm like, you're going to keel over during this promo. Holy shit.
I'm sick of WCW pushing like this sexy stuff at me.
Yeah.
With all these 80-year-old men who've been in wrestling forever, it's like, I stop using sex to sell. You can't put Sam Mushnick or any of those old dudes that were with Terry Funk last year at that thing. You can't put those guys on my screen and not get me horny. Come on. Get Alexander York back on my screen so I can calm down.
Yeah, like, come on, man. You can smell the calamine lotion.
They like, WCW loves old wrestling shit. If they could pull out like the guy from the first wrestling match ever in 1917, they would fucking do that and bring him out in a wheelchair and think the crowd will be excited.
Oh, yeah. I think even here they had Toots Mont's fucking cell phone number. You know, they I don't even get it either. They had really good young guys, and we're just like fucking obsessed with this bullshit. I get it. You're running St. Louis. You're trying to get that local market, but this is a national product, folks. Holy shit.
That's the thing. When you're doing like a local advertising, that's when you put it into like the commercial or a bumper or something like that. Like me watching at home doesn't care about, I have no fucking clue who Sam Mushnick is in the year 1990.
Roll out Sam in his fucking hospital bed for the local fucking news segment you're going to do when you're there. Don't waste my time in Jacksonville.
It's just, it's just insane. These old people they bring back to the screen. I think like people are like always like, oh, people care. Mr. X is back. Oh yeah, this is gonna bump the ratings.
Wonderful. And then of course the fucking draw of any of this shit. How do we see anything of him? It's just there's a recap now that runs of the feud between Hanson and Luger. It's like we could have used a Stan fucking job match here. Honestly, we could have used him killing a guy for just like a minute and a half. Honestly.
You know what, honestly? Give me Stan versus Junkyard Dog if he's still around. Let Stan is
amazing.
Let him whoop JYD for a little bit.
I think Stan could have pulled out a classic with fucking Junkyard at this point. I'm going to throw that out there. That's something for people to gnaw on later on fucking podcasts where they're like, maybe.
Just give me something. Yeah.
Something, man.
You got those guys around for a reason.
Here's all I'm going to say about the Motor City Madman. Motor City Madman is the product of your dad's drunk buddy at 2 a.m. thinking he's a cool biker guy, but he really just found a guy's leather jacket at the party and wrecked a dirt bike in your front yard. Is that weird? I mean, that just is what came to my mind.
Okay. We get Tony interviewing Lex.
Yeah. Oh, right.
He has a match. He has a match coming up with Motor City Madman. Yeah. Big Cat comes out because he's got an issue with Lex too. They're both using a human torture rack. So it's so confused about what's going on with Lex. Everybody hates Lex. And I get it. And yeah, then we go to the Motor City Madman match. Previously, what happened was Paulie dangerously went to Detroit and went to a bar because he was scouting for somebody to take out Lex Luger. And he found the Motor City Madman, who really looks like 60% of the roster. Like, he doesn't seem that special in any given way. Like you said, he's just an overweight dude who feels like he's a king after 8 months.
Yeah.
But so it's just he is not a threat to Lex Luger.
No.
He's 0.0 threat to Lex Luger. So it's just weird that, like, why does this guy get a match against Lex? Like, he hasn't. I don't know. It's just he's not interesting. He, like I said, just looks like an ECW wrestler, kind of. Like, he just kind of has that grungy look, kind of. But just nothing special. He doesn't seem that much of a madman to me.
He looks like the next.
Rip the head off a mouse.
Yeah, he looks like the next.
Do something madmanish.
He looks like the next evolution of a Mod Squad guy. You know what I mean? Like, he looks like a mod. He looks like if the Mod Squad guys got eaten and it became one guy.
He looks like the guys from the bar in 48 Hours where Eddie Murphy goes in and pulls out the badge. Like that, like Motor City Madman would be at that bar.
For sure.
And again, the match was kind of nothing. We know Lex is going to win. I mean, he wins in 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Thank God.
Is what Cage match has it at. Like,
yeah.
Cool, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Love it.
The tension, the drama.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's terrible wrestling. Hey,
I have shits that last longer than 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Every
Jesus
single
Christ,
one
people.
I've ever taken in my life. Speaking of just taking just unnecessary shits, WCW takes an unnecessary shit on us with just an info dump. We're sitting there, and then out of nowhere, well, we got Tony Schiavone up in the Eagle's Nest, and he's with Nick Patrick. And Nick Patrick, for no reason, no one asked him, yeah, well, you know, we're kind of on top of that Steiner's Nasty Boys deal. We've tried to threaten them with fines and suspicions. They just don't give a shit. They've made it pretty clear they're going to end their career. And he walks away, and I'm sitting there going, who asked? What? Why did we need the official? Like, fuck, man.
I mean, honestly, isn't that like a Gordon job for investigative reporting? I don't know why Nick Patrick's the one who is talking to us about. Think you didn't have a match to focus on?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in wrestling, and we will talk in a minute about.
No, wait. Well, I was gonna say, yeah.
I know, but the logic here is unbelievable. Like, why did we need that? Because again, what happens right after that? He referees the fucking, what is this?
They called them the Young Bloods versus Nasty Boys.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't call them the Renegade Warriors. They called them the Young Bloods.
That's another confusion. And so they get fucking killed. And then, of course, in the midst of the Nasties killing them, the Steiners show up. So I'm going, why do we need Nick to tell us? Like, we needed a tip-off here? Hey, watch for the fucking door. Somebody's about to come in here. Wow.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but the Steiners and the Nasty Boys do not get along.
Yeah. Hey,
thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that, bro. We didn't watch Halloween Havoc.
Hey, I know you looked in this bar and everyone has a Yankees hat on. You're a Red Sox guy. Oh my God, what? Yeah. So you're right. That isn't the stupidest thing though, somehow, because next.
No, but you're totally cool to feel that at this moment.
Yeah.
At this moment of watching the show, you're good to feel that.
Right away, this next match is a disaster. Night Stalker has been with Ox Baker, folks. His mouthpiece is Ox Baker. And for those of you that don't know who Ox Baker is, he basically, even in 90, was a fossil of the business. And he's the heart punch guy. And so that's all he is. And he screams and he's screaming about Night Stalker. And then he's not there here because I think he immediately quits. I'm not even kidding. And so they say they have such a good plan against Sid that he just let him go to the ring by himself. Wow. And he does have an axe with him, which no one explains. He just has an axe. And then Sting comes out in a one-piece bathing suit. I was like, this is bizarre. The choice of red for the singlet made it look like extra bathing suit-y to me. And he comes out, and they have a terrible match. I described it as, imagine the Empire State Building wrestling the Space Needle. It's just shit falling over. It's just calamity. That's all this is.
The Night Stalker is Adam Baum,
Yes.
Brian Clark,
Yep.
Graff.
Yep.
He began his career in 1990.
Yeah, he is green as grass.
Let's just do a quick check and see what he started, shall we?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, basically he had 2 matches in February.
Wow.
And then his first match again is November 5th.
Wow. He is a child.
Jesus Christ.
You can see it. He is a baby in that ring. And Sid is the last person you need leading you in a match. Holy fuck. Wow.
Okay, yeah, so basically this is his 3rd match in WCW.
That makes sense.
And he's on a Clash versus Sid. Fucking nuts.
They just went full steroid promotion.
Now, to be fair,
yes.
the Night Stalker was 2-0 entering this match, with victories over Jamie McKinnon and Gary Jackson.
I remember all those.
So 2-0 going into this match. So I guess maybe it was kind of an even matchup.
Well,
Big Cat comes down.
Yep.
Because we have to get all these big dudes into an orgy together.
Yeah. Ole is really into big guys, and so Big Cat comes out. He gets punched just to get. I don't know. He shows up so Sid will hit him, and Night Stalker has the axe, and the ref sees him have the axe, and he never rings the bell. And then what's stupider than that is Sid takes the axe from him with no fight at all, and he just sort of shoves him down with the axe and pins him 1, 2, 3. And the ref is just, again, fine with an axe in the ring. So you can't go over the top. Okay. You can't use a closed fist in front of a referee. Well, but you can use a fucking double-sided axe. All right.
The rule book is not super specific on certain things. And the truth is, the 1-blade axe is outlawed. The 2-blade axe, not mentioned anywhere in the rule book, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. And man, the other thing I love about this is after the match, they're just beating the shit out of Sid. And what does he do? The new baby face here, he runs away like a little fucking bitch.
I look at it as he rolls out of the ring and says, I don't have to deal with this. I got to go take a shower. I'm not dealing with the Big Cat and whoever this guy just beat is.
I wish it was today because he would have grabbed that mic and went, hey, I got to get out of here. The vibes are off. And he would have just been out of there, man.
Sorry, guys. I got a shit.
Yeah. This match is as long as this shit's going to be in Jacksonville. And then he probably would have got a pop. That's the sad part.
Yeah. And this match was 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh.
So we know we're cooking with Crisco now.
Oh. But.
Oh, here comes our lone title match.
Oh shit! Well, before that, we do have a Freebird promo that's amazing. Jimmy Garvin says we kicked him in the stomach, shoved him in a big box. It's like, wait.
Wrap some tape around it and slap an Argentina sticker on it.
Oh, it's amazing.
It rolled up to the airport.
And they're like in the.
It's hysterical to think of Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes trying to manhandle El Gigante and to get him into a box because he's so huge. Like, what did you, like an elephant crate or something? Like, just the thought of them trying to manhandle El Gigante is hysterical.
It's unfucking real. And then the Southern Boys show up. Tracy Smothers in the best Zubaz you've ever seen in your life. And El Gigante shows up in street clothing. Now we know he just stepped off a plane. And he's screaming. And my favorite thing that has ever been said on WCW television, Tracy Smothers says, next time we see you, we're going to be on you like a duck on a June bug. And I mean, nothing
I heard that as well.
Ever been more country than that ever said.
Yeah, I know. My cat's name is Junebug. So when I hear Junebug, but my ears perk up. And I was like, oh, yes, that is. I remember my grandmother always saying that to me.
Yep. I'm going to be on you like a Junebug. Anyway.
Yeah, so I love the El Gigante. They're like, we're paying him. Might as well get him on camera. So I think that's probably the only reason they brought the Freebirds back out for this interview is because Gigante landed and you're like, oh, let's just fucking get the big guy out there.
I feel like in front of him, Oli said, I'll just put the big idiot out there. And like El Gigante's like, I'm a big idiot? And they're like, yeah. Anyway, get out there.
In America, idiot means
it means
person.
really fucking cool. Just go ahead and be out there with the guy with fucking tiger print pants on. It was cool, folks. Like you said, first title match, Steiner Brothers, U.S. tag titles. Who would they be defending against? I mean, who in that top 10 that I just mentioned? Is it none of them? It's Maximum Force. Who is Maximum Force? I only know who one of them is because the other one never did anything ever again. And that man is Dapper Dan from Global down the line. And man, I'm telling you, I might have to go look at some Dapper Dan footage because I feel like that's promising.
I feel like when your tag team name is Magnum Force and then the talent is known as Magnum Force number 1 and Magnum Force number 2, that does not portend good things for your career here.
It's rough. It's not good.
I mean, even just give me Master Blaster, Steel, and Iron, right? Like, at least it's different, not just number 1 and number 2. Magnum Force, give them names like Smith and Weston. Boom.
Yeah, done. And this match was done within moments. It was done.
Buck 57. My peas last that long.
Then the Nasties are back out there.
Sorry, I have some issues. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. I get
it.
Because this is garbage.
Yeah. Nasties do their thing. Everybody hates each other.
Yeah, fuck everybody. And then we got Flair and Arn with Tony in the Eagle's Nest. And they got the chauffeur outfit on. Flair's like freaking out about, tonight, coin toss. It's like the most contrived shit. We can't just have another tag match. We can't even just have a singles. We got to have a coin toss to decide who wrestles, maybe. It's crazy. I don't know. But either way, that's what they said. And again, it's another promo we didn't need. But we're stalling, and it makes sense why. Because now Heyman is in the Eagle's Nest. And he's with Sting. And he's like, we're going to get to the bottom of this Black Scorpion thing, face to face. And it just becomes a fucking exhibition of the most, like, I've seen this on TV magic shit ever. Like, this Black Scorpion guy in another mask than the Black Scorpion mask, by the way. This is a different mask. I'm like, oh, great. We're already changing it up. Gets this kid, and he puts a box on his head. Ooh. And then he's twisting the box, like his head's twisting. And I'm like, man, cool. I remember being 3 and seeing that and being like, whoa. And Sting the whole time is selling like he's witnessing murders. He's literally like,
okay, wait.
Oh.
No, and Sting has committed to not take any action towards the Black Scorpion, which he reminds us throughout this segment of, ooh, I want to go down there and help. To start off, to rewind a little bit. Sting is wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Yes.
And Paul E's pony is looking dope.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 fashion things I just had to comment on up front. Black Scorpion standing on a platform. He just grabs a nerd out of the audience and picks him up. Just picks him up by his shoulders. And like Charles said, this gets him on his knees, puts this box in his head that twists, and it's so scary. And then he picks the nerd up over his head.
Yeah, like, and the nerd gives 0 resistance.
The nerd's like under a spell. Yeah. Because the Black Scorpion's like magic. So it's the like Black
Buffy.
Scorpion has his arms fully extended, carrying Nerd Boy 20, 30 feet to a cage.
Yeah.
He puts him into a cage, pulls the blanket over the top, and goes, Sting, watch my black magic. And then pulls back the curtain, and then all of a sudden, it's a tiger or a leopard or something in the cage, and Nerd Boy is dead or eaten or missing or something.
He's an
it's
animorph.
Magic.
I like to believe
Sting's
he's
over
an animorph.
And Sting's over like, oh my God, I want to help. No, Sting, you said you can't go down there and help. Oh, okay, I won't help. And then Black Scorpion, after losing a nerd in a cage, walks over to some apparatus, and a curtain raises up above him, and then it drops and he's missing.
Yeah.
And that's when Sting gets over there in his Canadian tuxedo. Like, what happened? Where go? It's so fucking funny. And listening to Tony talk about it today, he's like at the time, he's like, yeah, he's like, it was kind of entertaining. But then I realized in the context of a wrestling show, it really doesn't make much sense.
No.
But it's like three magic tricks that they probably saw in New York again, and we're done. And it's just so funny and cheesy. Wonderful.
It's so bad. And then it's like WCW, bad idea. Because then we go right to the ring. And we got Flair and Arn. We got Doom in the ring. And we're like wasting time with the coin toss shit. Butch Reed's gonna fucking do this for Doom. And then they're like, fucking, all right, what's the call? Arn and Flair, oh my God, you won the toss. And then Flair, I still don't understand the point of the toss. I'm like, okay, so you just named Butch. And then they got a coin toss by who it is?
Yeah,
it's so
I mean,
weird.
literally, unless you say heads is Butch, tails is Ron.
Right.
But otherwise, yeah, it
was really
we flipped a coin and I picked who I'm picking and you picked who you wanted to pick, and here we are, guys. Cool.
So we get a main event that you would have seen in the Mid-South Territory in '84, and unfortunately it's not as good as that would have been. This is very, pun intended, smoke and mirrors for these guys. You can just see where like they could have made it a great match. Probably they elected to have a bunch of run-in bullshit. And hey,
yeah,
it is what it is. Like I kind of don't blame it. I almost feel like in the back they like this match almost does feel like this. I feel like in the back they're like, we're gonna have a fucking 15-minute banger TV match. Man, I'd say banger, it was 90, but and they were like, yeah. And then they watched the show happen, and it was a steaming piece of shit. And Flair, being Flair, to his credit, probably looked at Butch and went, let's fucking phone this in. Let's fucking get out of Jacksonville as fast as we can, because this is a turd and people are going to remember this. But you know what? We don't remember this match sucking. We don't remember the match, but that's probably a good thing on this show.
This match to me is only good because of what it's surrounded with.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not a match I'd go back to.
No.
I think Rick's very giving in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Butch gets some good shots in there. Of course, JR talks about Butch's pectorals because he has to
and football
legally.
Immediately.
Yeah. But no, just he definitely was focused on pectorals when Rick was chopping them. Reed puts him in a figure four. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then, it's just distraction shenanigans at the end. I don't understand what Teddy's motivations are. He seems to just be distracting the referee at any convenient moment for his team.
Yeah.
Like they're going for a pin and Teddy's distracting the ref. So I'm assuming we're going to get some breakup there maybe in the near future. Because it just seemed like they were very discommunicated. So at the end, Ron hits Rick to leave Butch pinning Rick.
Yes.
But then Arn walks in with a chair, smashes Rick, and then Rick gets covered. And I just think the funny thing is, and it happens all the time in wrestling, is after Ron hits Rick and Butch is going for the pin, Ron isn't focused on the ring and watching his partner win the match. He's focused on the audience and taunting the audience for approximately a minute with his back to the ring because it takes forever for that situation to revolve. So he's just out there facing the audience like, ha, 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 not paying attention to anything behind him for a minute. It's just so, I don't know, man. When they're just so illogical, it's just weird. Like, I would be like, Troubles, I want to watch you pin Ric Flair. I'm going to watch you do that. I'm not going to turn my back on you and taunt people who I don't care about. That's what real partners do.
And that was the deal. I mean, I guess the story of the match was who was going to out-heel who, and that's what ended up happening. And hey, we won out. We get another good Doom, Arn, and Flair match. I'm sure that match coming up will be good.
It's 5 assholes going at it.
Yeah. So
and it's just who's going to be the most assholey out of the group.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking ahead to Starrcade. Bad news on that front.
Oh, Jesus H. Iron Sheik versus Junkyard Dog.
Not so much that as much as there is a tag team title match for Doom against the Four Horsemen in a street fight at Starrcade, but it's not Arn and Flair. It is Arn and Barry, because of course the main event of Starrcade 90 is the big steel cage Dick the Bruiser is the referee. Title match. Sting against the Black Scorpion. And let's just say we're very familiar with who is revealed to be the Black Scorpion. But the good news is after this fucking shit is over. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. I'm looking at the international tag tournament.
Yeah, we got some
We
cool
get
shit.
we get Conan and Rey Mysterio
Yeah.
versus Chris Adams
Yeah.
and Norman Smiley.
Now, granted, when you see Rey
What?
Mysterio, that is senior.
Oh, god damn it.
However,
Okay.
Rey Mysterio Senior was a fucking really good lucha.
No, I still, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And then our other participants, the royal family's back.
Fuck yeah,
Hey,
Jacko
Jacko.
Victory, baby. Thank God.
Nice to have you back, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so excited for that at least.
There's some guys here.
Okay, Skyscrapers, Spivey and Sid.
Yes, they're back together, which is weird for a little bit. Of course, the Barn Burner Michael Wall Street Terry Taylor match. Ooh, we do get a Morton and Rich Freebirds match. I'm sure that ends up being good. Kind of confused that they're not in the fucking tournament. But I kind of get it.
Well, right, only one from a country, right? Is that kind of the idea or something?
Yeah, that's true. I'm fucking really psyched for this, and I don't remember ever seeing it. The U.S. title bull rope match, Hansen and Luger. Fuck yeah, sign me up for that. I have heard through the grapevine that Doom, Barry, and Arn match is actually great too. And of course we have...
I mean, the end of that card seems pretty hot.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Starrcade. And unlike the year before where they fucked up and had tournaments that were just the tournaments, they've learned here and they've put other shit on it. And this is what it should have been. Yeah. So
You say it's Starrcade, but the show does have a 4.2 rating.
Yeah.
The granddaddy of them all, but you know what? Some of our granddaddies suck.
Granddaddy's kind of gone right now. He went to go get milk. He won't be back till about 96, 95. But we got some good shit until then. So I you know what? We're next week, last fucking show in 1990. We're about to go into 1991. And I feel like that's kind of the pivotal year for WCW in a lot of ways. Obviously, most notably Flair leaving, but there's a lot of shit that goes down in 91. But that was fucking Thanksgiving Thunder, guys. It was a fucking...
Looks like we're getting some Van Vader back, maybe.
Yes, we get Van Vader back.
I'm seeing him in some matches.
Yeah. We do lose Stan, though, at one point, which kind of sucks. But we do get Vader, so it's kind of a trade, I guess. We gave Japan Stan back, and they gave us Vader for a little bit, and that was fun. This is like the start of WCW, sort of slowly becoming the worker company, kind of like what AEW is now. They definitely, like, once Flair leaves, they quit going for just the WWF guy. Granted, they do kind of fuck around and get, like, Jake, and that ends up being a disaster, and a couple other guys. But, like, for the most part, they're like, they go and get Too Cold. They invest in Cactus, because I think at this point, Cactus is gone from the company, technically. This is that weird limbo where I think...
We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, Ole got rid of him or something. He goes to the Indies, gets a name, Buzz again. Dusty loved him. Dusty's coming in.
And from what Tony had said, I think Ole's gone like 8 days later.
After Starrcade?
From here.
Oh.
After this show we just did. He said on the pod. He said on that pod. He said something like,
okay,
within a week or two, I think Ole's gone. And then it's Rick. It's Rick, JR, Tony, and I think one other person, but I can't remember who, on the committee.
Okay. Oh, yeah, till Dusty gets there, because Dusty is in WWF for a little bit in 91. And I don't think he shows up in WCW till, like, well, it's Super Brawl, which is like May of 91, I think. Because they'd make a point to, like, the first of this pay-per-view that he debuts on. It's Dusty. And returning to WCW, the American Dream. And Dusty, of course, did commentary for that show with JR. Yeah, it's got to be. It's Fujinami and Flair, which, oh my God, dude. I can't wait for those fucking matches. It's not prime Fujinami. He had the bad injury already. I think he had like a knee or something, or a back. It was a back injury in 88. that really fucked him up. But fucking 91 Fujinami is better than half the people on Earth ever. So we got that going.
I just went forward to the next clash.
Yeah.
Randy Ross comes back. Holy shit.
Wow. I did not know there was ever a Ranger Ross return. He was the Black Pearl last time we saw him, and that got over like a fart in church. So nice. Good for you, Ranger. And that's all that
Before he becomes the Motorcycle Bandit.
Oh, yeah. That's not fun. So
That WCW locker room, there's always something going on.
always. That is all I have for y'all. I don't know if you got any nuggets of wisdom there, Jim.
No, I'm surprised. We really
did it, man.
milked that. We really milked that stone.
Yeah, there's nothing left. Hanging from the rafters in Jacksonville. But you everywhere on socials is the JIMDB. I'm always jealous of that. And then I am fucking different everywhere, unfortunately. I am Troubles Wrestling Pod on Instagram and Threads. I am Troubles Wrestling or Weekly on Blue Sky. Troubles Weekly on Blue Sky. And
just type in Troubles. He'll probably pop
Troubles,
up for
I'll
you.
probably be there. Yeah, with some stupid fucking profile picture that doesn't make sense to you. And then I am on X. I'm X on Troubles Res over there. For those of you people, if you have old footage. Actually, if you have a really good, and I'm not even kidding, this is true. If you have a really good, like, satellite quality rip of the AAA CMLL joint show Padrissimo from Father's Day 2000, I would definitely be interested in that. That's what I do on X, by the way. So, anyway, till next time, quit fucking worrying about people that bitch about the thing that you love. Just enjoy the thing you love more, because you just don't ever know what's going to happen. Life is too fucking short. Don't let people fucking harsh your high. Let's just start being better to each other. How about that?